this week's edition of Top Rope Reality, episode 142. I'm Mike Hogan.
I'm just a cat.
So let's get started with some breaking news.
Huge!
We've got some huge news, yeah. Top Mae Young Classic competitor out of action following concussion. Sane, which is the girl we like from Miss Elbow.
That she can't use.
That she can't use it, even though she...
Don't use it! Even though
she used it.
Well, like 3 matches already?
But they say she should be good for the finals, so...
Because it's supposed to be her. I know. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
If you haven't read...
Which if you haven't, where you at?
I know.
It's supposed to be Sane. We'll find out how to actually say it soon.
Yes.
August 28th, correct?
We'll start it, yes.
We'll start it.
September is when the finals are.
And then we hear the names starting the night after SummerSlam or the night of SummerSlam?
The night.
Like right after SummerSlam's over?
The week after, yeah.
I thought it was the night after SummerSlam's over. For the bracketology is what I'm talking about.
That's the night of SummerSlam.
Night of SummerSlam. After SummerSlam's over, bracketology. So we'll hear the names then. But she's supposed to be taking on the MMA woman and the Four Horsewomen. And that's supposed to be your finals.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of disappointed by the finals.
But
maybe watching the matches, I'll get more into it.
Yeah.
Maybe. But there was a lot of my favorites that didn't make it.
I know.
Especially...
You got an MMA girl there, and a lot of the wrestling girls, women, went to the wayside.
Which now, I will give her due. She's actually been in the indies doing actual wrestling in the indies. So she has pretty much left MMA to be an indie wrestler.
But she has the MMA connections.
Of course.
Vince loves the connections.
He loves talking about MMA.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just think. Look back on what they the show with Peter Rosenberg.
Yeah.
The whole talk was about MMA.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about the Four Horsewomen having their confrontation. They were talking about Brock versus John Jones. And I'm like, do they not realize that you're not cashing in on this? Brock will leave WWE to go have the match.
I know.
So why are y'all even going to talk about it? I guess to try to get as much ratings as possible until he leaves. But, I mean, to me it makes no sense.
Another thing they talked about, which may come true, is where Rosenberg said that it should be Sasha taking on...
Might have
Alexa
to.
Bliss.
But people are saying that the Bayley injury might be a work.
That's right, to get out of the way so Sasha can step in.
But to me, if she steps out of the way, Sasha wins the match, then that would make Bayley a heel. Because she'll be like, you took my opportunity, and you won the title. That's not... No, Bayley doesn't need to be a heel.
No, she don't be a heel. Sasha still be the heel.
But, I mean, for her to just take her place...
Sasha, yes, take her place. Well, that would make, take her place. Bayley comes back from the injury. She won the match, so she already get another title shot. So Sasha gives her another title shot, and she cheats her to keep the title. Starts Sasha her heel turn then.
Right. But,
no, Bayley does not need to be a heel.
No.
Definitely not.
So, hopefully, the Sane will be okay for the finals.
Yeah.
And also, they did not sign the other Japanese lady.
No, they did not.
Lowe's Sarai, or however her name is.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
It's like L.O. was her first name, right?
Yes.
Well, anyway, they apparently said that she had neck injury issues, and then they told her to rehab her issues, and then they revisited. So she rehabbed all this, and then they said, nah, never mind.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't. But speaking of neck injuries...
Uh-oh.
Lucky John Cena's having a neck injury.
I'm telling you.
After being dropped from that melon.
And people are upset that Shinsuke Nakamura would apologize out on front of the camera instead of backstage. He has enough respect to understand, hey, that was a mistake, and they're both faces. It would be different if they were heels.
Yes.
One was heel, one was a face. Of course you would have Kevin Owens apologize for that in front of the camera.
No.
Backstage, Kevin Owens would.
Yes.
But Nakamura, that totally makes sense to say that. So,
and Cena said there's nothing to be sorry about.
Nothing to be sorry about.
No.
You take a risk every time you walk in that ring. That could be the day you die every time you walk in that ring, because you never know what'll happen.
Never know. And he didn't get over all the way, and he landed on the back of his head.
It happens.
So.
But speaking of John Cena,
yes,
isn't that weird how he just went boom, boom, boom?
Mister, I'm there all the time.
There all the time, but he has joined another movie, and I think that would probably be the reason why John Cena wouldn't be in the title picture.
Yeah, of course.
No reason for him to be in the title picture, and that's why it would make sense for Nakamura to win the belt. Win the number one contendership
Even though there's rumors out there, they're saying that he's going to be part of Raw now and be on Raw's No Mercy pay-per-view.
Which is, what, the next one after this?
Yes.
Huh. But, either way, John Cena will have Baron Corbin at SummerSlam. But the big news is he has joined the cast of a major spin-off movie. The Transformers franchise is trying to make a Transformers universe like Marvel has done and DC has done. And so, but the Transformers only has one thing, and that's Transformers.
Yeah. So,
whereas DC and Marvel have a lot more characters to play with, so the movie will be all about Bumblebee and set back in 1984, so it'll be a prequel, basically, to the Shia LaBeouf stuff, I guess, which, to me, it's never been the same since he left the movies.
Well, he's crazy as a June bug, so...
I mean, he is a little crazy, but I'm just saying, since Mark Wahlberg took it over, I've had no interest. I like Mark Wahlberg, but if it ain't Shia LaBeouf, it ain't Transformers. But, I'm here, I guess John Cena will be the voice of Bumblebee? Is that what it is? Or is he actually a regular character?
He'll be a regular character.
Gotcha.
Yes. We've got some news on Donovan Dijak.
Whoa!
He announced his final independent dates will be 9/1 through 9/3 for PWG.
That kind of rhymed. 9/1 to 9/3 for PWG.
Yes.
So that is September.
It is.
So when's the next takeover?
Survivor Series.
Which is November.
Yes.
I could wait for that.
Yeah.
He'll be in the audience. And the other one we're waiting on is Mr. Leo Rush.
Right.
Which I don't remember his final dates, but they are coming.
Yes.
Should
be interesting to see.
They are right around the corner. And I think there's one other name we was talking about last week. But I don't remember right now.
Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole, baby. I hope he is in the audience, because I do believe he is done with Indies. But, interesting stuff here. 2 major, not really, releases. I was trying to get
one asked for the release and got it, and the other one just got it.
Because the other one hadn't done nothing since she got, what do you call that? Suspended.
Yeah, in October.
Wow, October of last year.
I think it was October last year. It's been a while.
And I loved her entrance theme and everything, with the guy talking and stuff like that.
It was this year, it was around January, February, but it was early.
But you remember, she had that right after SmackDown Live, did all their stuff, and she had that little intro and everything, and the next thing you know, the last time they played it, it was like, she's gone off to vacation, she'll never be back, type thing.
I know.
But yeah, so Eva Marie has finally gotten her release. We've been wondering when it was going to happen. And then another one has been granted his release, HoHo Lun, who was in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Right.
And he has made a couple appearances on NXT, has requested his release for personal reasons because apparently of his ailing mother, which that is a big thing over there in those other countries.
Oh, yeah.
You always take care of the elderly. You don't just throw them in a nursing home like the States here. So, I mean, that's a rite of passage. You always take care of your elderly.
And that leaves a door, go take care of your mother, and if you want to come back, we'll have a
spot. Absolutely. I mean, that's a respectful way to leave out. I mean, they should always, to me, they should have a spot available for him if he wants to come back. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, and they're supposed to be coming to China or whatever, where he's from. Yeah. Supposed to be coming there soon, and he wanted to perform there because I guess NXT's going to be there or something. I don't know who's going to go.
No, John Cena's supposed to be there.
SmackDown's
supposed to be there.
Okay, so it's a Raw SmackDown type thing. Anyway, and they were talking about him performing, which, they usually do that when it's a main roster thing.
Right. But
it's an NXT person's home country. They'll go and who's to say they won't let him have a match?
Yeah,
he's already there.
Yeah.
He's already there, either that or have him in the audience in the front row and, wave to everybody. But apparently he's got some independent dates there set up, which apparently he started wrestling in Hong Kong.
Yep.
He started the first promotion there.
That is true.
Which is pretty cool. But we're going to continue on.
With the Mae Young Classic.
Of course, with the brackets.
They continue on. We're down to 4 matches now.
4 matches.
4 matches, yes. We have first Mercedes Martinez over Abby Leith.
Yeah, she's been on NXT a few times.
Yes.
We have Shayna Baszler, who is the MMA girl, which upset me and you both on this one. I like both of them, but she did beat Candice LeRae. But I hope this opens up the door for Mrs. Johnny Gargano.
Who did come out during the match because she wouldn't release a hold.
He came out in the match? Really?
After that, she won. She locked the hold in, wouldn't release it, so he come out.
Who locked in the hold? Shane?
Yes.
Shane did?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I did not read that. Yeah. Interesting. So maybe that'll set up something for both of them on NXT together.
Yeah, it could be.
Don't bother me none.
Nope.
Who else we got?
We got Tony Storm, or Tanya.
Tony, probably.
Tony, probably, yeah. Over Piper Niven, which is Viper.
That's Viper, huh?
Yes.
Then we got Kira Zane in her, what's the second matches, right?
Yeah, it's quarterfinal, yes.
Defeating Dakota Kaya, which she's, a little small girl. I think she'll be a little powerhouse, a little firecracker.
Yeah.
So that will be interesting to see. But yeah, I mean, 4 good matches. I mean, I wish Candice LeRae would be going towards the finals. But,
yeah, I know. But that's when
things happen, but hopefully she'll get signed. Hopefully Tessa Blanchard will get signed.
Yeah.
So
there's a few on that list that I hope they get signed. You're definitely true about that, yeah, because they need a little help on their division.
Yes,
So
right now
I think they're fixing to lose a big one.
I mean, they ought to be.
Yeah, they ought to be, but you never know.
But they definitely do need to repackage the women's division down in NXT because it does look like Asuka will be, winding down in NXT pretty soon. Because I think that Ember Moon is getting the belt. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
If not, they do the Paige treatment and she never loses the belt. But then you have another tournament. They just did this tournament, so that's not a good idea.
That's true.
I don't know what they're gonna do, but I mean, I wouldn't mind Ember Moon getting the belt. But I mean, there's a lot of good women on there right now. I mean, you've got the crazy one you love.
Yes.
Can't remember her name right now.
Nikki Storm.
And the other crazy one that scares you a little bit.
That's your favorite.
Yes,
Ruby Riott.
Yep, Ruby Riott. Just because she's my favorite, doesn't mean I'm gonna remember her name.
You got your 2 favorites, the tag team.
Oh yes, yeah, the Aussies. Yes, Peyton Ross.
And I like the farmer's daughter a little bit. Can't think of her name right now. She was in the tournament, but I can't think of it.
Sarah Logan.
That's it.
Yeah. Who's dating one half of War Machine, Ray Rupp, which hopefully open a door for them.
We're great with names here.
We are awesome with names, but I'm just telling you, if Peyton Royce, if that was the only woman in the women's division, if she was the fabulous Moolah of this generation, there was no other women, I'd be perfectly fine with that. That's my lady right there, I'll tell you what. I think that's actually Ty Dillinger's real life lady.
Really?
I think so.
Well,
Lucky man. Lucky man.
He's keeping in the company, right? Like Zack Ryder's taking one from Pelham Force.
Right? It's craziness. But yeah, so we actually did really good on time on this part
We
of one.
did, didn't we?
We're learning. Every day gets better.
Yeah, and then sometimes we just
Sometimes it
ramble
doesn't
on.
get better.
Just ramble on.
Nothing wrong with a little ramble here and there.
Now, speaking of rambling on for a minute,
Yes.
we're gonna keep it under time. Did you see all the feedback, the viral videos of what Breezango did with the Twin Peaks thing?
No.
Yes. That's the latest video they did on SmackDown Live.
Twin Peaks.
Yes.
Talking about a TV show?
Right. It's a crazy show, Twin
Oh.
Peaks is.
Never seen it.
But they did their parody off that.
Gotcha.
And
They're gonna run out of shows to parody.
they're getting some pretty good. They got some. The video went viral, so
Really?
yes.
I'm telling you, Breezango needs to be tag team champions soon enough.
I just want to figure out who's
Who's the
attacked them.
attackers?
Yes. And it better turn out to be something good, not just a big waste of time. So
Yeah, because if it's a dud, because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if it's the Hype Bros, I'm gonna be disappointed.
well, it'd be different. They're heels.
No, they need to split them up. But nobody cares about either one of them.
They haven't been seen, and they have the colognes. I mean, heard nothing else more about.
Well,
them.
one of them's
Gone.
hurt.
So I guess they'll be gone for a while then, until one of them comes back or whatever. So is it going to be the Hype Bros turning heel or a new team?
No team, please.
Because it should be nobody else.
Oh, and you also heard, you didn't put this in here, but have you also heard the big news that they're talking about putting some of the recent signees that came from Ring of Honor into a faction on NXT, like Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, maybe a little Adam Cole, baby.
No, I saw
That'd
that.
be
I saw that.
awesome.
When I read that, I was just like, they're talking about just the Red Dragons.
Well, yeah, but that's on a faction.
That's
So
not,
I'm thinking,
that was not. No.
that's a tag team. But I'm thinking, okay, if you're gonna make it a faction, Adam Cole used to be a tag team partner with Kyle O'Reilly in Ring of Honor.
Right.
The connection is there, and if people know their history, then it would make sense to put the three of them together.
Well, Adam Cole, baby, has to lose to Aleister Black first.
I know, right?
To follow the season.
Yes, because I guess they come in angry that they all lost to him. Which, that's another thing. Okay, I thought, honestly, we were going to get another Hideo Itami. Hey, we're still in our time.
Yes.
I thought we were going to get another Hideo Itami versus Cassius
We're going to talk about that later.
I'm very upset.
That's in part 3.
I'm upset.
Part 3. I know that doesn't make any sense.
Aleister Black gets to beat everybody. Have you ever noticed? He doesn't get these jobber matches like most of these people that just come in. No, he has beat all. He's beat Cassius Ohno. Now he's going to beat Itami. He's beat Kyle O'Reilly. He's beat Bobby Fish. And the list freaking goes, oh, I see it almost on his debut.
Yeah.
Come on! He's going to beat them all. And then he's going to be the champion on 205 Live where nobody cares. Because if you notice, they make a big point. He's not 206 pounds. Every time he comes out, he is 205.
Yeah.
They're making a point of that because he may be the one to come in and beat Neville for the belt.
That's true.
Boom.
That is true.
And if that happens, y'all ought to be throwing some money at me because I just predicted that mess. Ain't nobody been talking about that.
Still won't help the ratings.
No, it's not going to help the rating. And to me, it's not going to help boost the character of Aleister Black being on 205 Live because 205 Live is not seen enough.
No.
It's not big enough right now. Aleister Black would be better on something like SmackDown, honestly, where there's opportunity.
Well, they'll put him on Raw.
Of course they will. Everybody we want on SmackDown goes Raw.
Yep. Well, we'll be back with part 2 of our pro wrestling review.
The Monday Night Wars.
August 26th through September of 1996.
Well, last time I said we're getting into the good stuff, and it was all of them suck. So I'm not even going to predict that now.
You called it when Scott Hall showed up, but other than that, it's been down the old crapper.
Yes, it has on both shows.
Yeah, really.
So let's boost them back up and hope for the best, but I'm not going to predict it.
I wouldn't predict it now. I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm just a cow.
We'll see in a few clicks right at Top Row Rally, episode 142.